Bumble Bee Tuna has just forked out $6 million after the horrific death of an employee who was accidentally cooked alive in 12,000 pounds of tuna fish. That happened back in 2012, but this is California's biggest ever settlement. They just decided on it. The settlement was over workplace safety violations. That's a record being set there. Now, what happened was the man was most likely in there because he was cleaning and he was fixing a piece of the broken oven. Someone, one of the people who were there, they didn't know where he was. A coworker thought he was in the bathroom. They closed the door and he ended up getting cooked. It's extremely sad. The autopsy concluded that his name is Mr. Melena. He died from burns in the 270-degree pressure cooker. What a terrible way to go out. I mean, it's just hard to even think about. Deputy District Attorney Hun Chun, this is what he had to say on this matter. He said, "This is the worst circumstances of death I've ever witnessed. I think any person would prefer to be, if they had to die in some way, would prefer to be shot or stabbed rather than to be slowly cooked in an oven." Extremely sad. Now, of that $6 million, it consists of $3 million. The state said they had to buy all new ovens, which clearly makes sense. $1.5 million to the state and government and courts for violating safety rules, and then another $1.5 million to the family of Jose Melena. It's just extremely sad that they didn't have any procedures to prevent something like this happening. For example, turning off the oven if someone's in there, or having it even be. Do we know if there's any
criminal negligibility on the part of the safety manager that was overseeing?
Yes. Former Bumble Bee safety manager Saul Flores, he pleaded guilty to breaking lockout rules and was hit with 3 years probation and $19,000 in penalties and fines, as well as the director of the plant operations, Angel Rodriguez. Both got fines, community service.
You think OSHA would have just shut them down? And I'm sorry to keep interrupting, but this is so freaking grisly. It's probably the worst thing I've ever heard. Getting cooked alive with 12,000 pounds of tuna, there are no words for that.
Right. I mean, the fact that someone's in there fixing the machine, you'd think that there would be a way for other people to know.
I thought
or maybe
I was
a sign.
Having a bad day, and then, that guy,
yeah,
there isn't.
Or at least a sign that says work in progress, or maybe someone spotting him and watching and making sure this doesn't happen. That's why so many fees were smacked on there, and that's why they were set back millions of dollars. But we want to know what you guys have to say about this incident happening back in 2012 and them just coming with a court ruling of how much they have to pay. $6 million. Is $1.5 million to give to a family for a man who's doing an honest job in a factory even enough for this company? I mean, it's just sad that the state got just as much as the family just because they were being fined. Let us know in the comments if you think that's fair and just this whole thing in general. Please comment. We'd love to hear them, and if you haven't already, subscribe to the Lip TV for more.